Hi, I'm Adi Gray and I'm going to be doing something slightly different today. So I'll say what we're going to be doing. We're going to actually be having a look at all the entries into the Worlds Contest for Cafe. Now I say there's 41 of these, so we're going to take a little trip through all the different worlds. And I say, and hopefully you'll be able to join me and see all the amazing entries that have come in. So I'm going to start straight away. We'll start off with the first one. So I say it's going to be something different. So you can see me in the world. You'll have to just follow me as I jump through various worlds. So I say these are other people's builds. So if you get ready, and let's start. Here we go. So right, this is the first world. I will joined in already. So this is Snake XFR. I always said for some reason, but yep, this is normal cafe. So this is the first world we're in. So we'll take a little wander around there. I will. How good to see you. So we have a look at all the different entries. So there's 41 of these. So we're going to see how we can do. We'll slowly wander through, take a look around. So one little cafe. So it's going to be a very interesting mix of people. Right, hi Dino. There's Sad Boy, Dixie. Got a few in here already. So we gradually work our way through all the different worlds. Whoops, you won't get through. Nope, can't make it through that yet. So we'll take a little wander around. There's some nice little tables. The bottles make good little glasses. Which is, aha. That's the normal cafe. Nice and bright. And I love the flag. That's cool. So yeah, we'll have a look through all the different worlds. See what people have done. So there are going to be lots of different build styles. That's an interesting one. Almost looks like a little bed. Hi Lawrence in chat. Hi Park. So have a look around all the different worlds. I say feel free to join me. I will be jumping from world to world. So if you want to add me to your friends list, please add me if you're in the world, and you'll be able to follow me to the different worlds. So there are 41 to work through. No, I'm just not chatting. I'm on stream at the moment, so let everyone know. See how quick people read that. Just let them know in the worlds. Yep. So yep. I shall yeah. Yep. So yeah. So if you're following me on stream, I say you'll be able to see all the different worlds. We go through the different ones. Right, I wonder if there's anything in there. Let's have a look for any little places and bits hidden. Wait, nope. Well, that's a good one. Right. So yep, we shall go and find the next world. So there's going to be a lot of worlds going on here. So we shall see. But no, I like the street lights. It's cool. Traffic lights. Excellent. Alright. Come out of this world. So I'm going to have to jump out in and out of worlds, which is going to be interesting. So let's pick the next world. Excuse me while I literally jump in and out of worlds. It's going to be a bit of fun and games, this one. I'm going to manage it. Ooh, if I don't lose my mouse. Come on, mouse. I've lost my mouse at the moment, which is not good. Hang on. That needs to come out of here. Oh, that's better. Right, where have I lost my mouse? Up there. Right, the next world is by Satera. I know this one. This is a great world. So I'll load it up. It's insane. So let's have a good look at this one. Very, very colourful. I like the burger. Hey, hi Joanne. Ah, you're a wall. Yep, I can see you in the stream now. Yep, right, so let's have a look at this one. Now this is a really different build, very different to a lot of the builds. Have a good look around. Have a look through the inside of this one. Come on, mouse. My mouse is getting caught. Ah, it's better. We've got down here. Oh, hello. Ah, subway train. And a station. That's neat. Little subway bars. Ticket machines. Very cool. Yep. Thank you for the likes. As I say, we'll have a look. Okay. See where this world goes. Up. I think we'll head up the stairs. There we go. Right. There we go. Right, so it's back out the top. Yeah, it's great having all the different coloured rods now. And I say, interesting use of the new ladders. What else do we have here? It's a great thing with the small builds. Like I say, it's we should have a it's a Trevor's graffiti. I see. Very clever. It's just the little details. I say you're down in the and ladder back out. Whoops! And try not to fall off the ladder. Hey. So little alleyways and everything else. This is really cool. I like this. Hello. Yep. Little steps up. So I say this is like the little streets and everything else. All the alleyways tucked away. The lines across, power lines. Oh, tiny little rooms. What's up here? Look. That's really neat. See, it's amazing what you can actually fit into a small build. I say, little beds, bedrooms, screens. Oh, more up. What do we got up here? Oh, we're up on the roof now. So a little terrace, little balcony. Look back down. Yep, try not to fall down. Ah, I think I found a cafe. Rooftop one. Hi, Miriam. So, yep, there's some stairs up there. Ah, a little rooftop bar. Ah, I think I'll sit down here. Anyone want to join me? So, yep, coming into the room. I say it's, the build style is beautiful. I love this sort of build style. You don't need a lot, but it can be very effective. Ooh, just and down. Okay. Just a little campfires, places to sit and keep warm. Imagine there's lots of little bits hidden away in here. But yeah, that's a great build. Really is. Hi Captain Pro, welcome to the thing. Hi JM, yeah. Yep. Yep, if you come and add me as a friend, I say you can follow me from the different worlds. So find me, click on my name and add me to your friends list. I say then you'll be able to follow me around. I do know. I mean, just like I say, just come and find me, add me, and I say then follow me to the world. Hi Sakura. Contemplating something. I'm not sure what's going on there. So what are you up to? Right, okay, time to find the next world. Alright, heading off to the next world, so anyone following me? Oh, actually, Metro, done that, done the restaurants, yep, we are done. So, come out of that one, on to the next world. Mini Cafe by Storm. So, let's go into this one. Hi Park in my chat. So if you want to join us in the world, I'm jumping worlds, so you need to just follow me through. Whoops. Hey. Alright. Follow me from world to world. So this is me. What is this one? By Storm. Created as Storm. So it's a mini cafe. Let's have a look at this one. Again, another very different build style. Aha. Oh, got the exit. Heard you. So where are we? Where to go? Get this one up. See what we can see up here. So with the small builds, it is a challenge. When I say it's, you have to think about the build, think about the space you have, everything while you build these. But I like the roof. Actually, that's clever. That's actually a good roof style. By using the ingots to create almost like a corrugated roof. It's very clever. And one odd one in there. Oh, what do we have? Oh, there we go. And it's a small build. So lots of different buildings. Trees. Even managed to fit trees in. Interesting. We check. There we go. Ah, stoops. Come on. Serve me, please. Hurry up. Come on. I'd like a drink, please. Yep. And my friend Chi. Ah. I shall be barman. Come on. What do people like? This is a great thing. These, when you create worlds like this, they are good fun. Around the back. Yep, keep following me. So I'll be jumping from world to world. So you can keep up with me. I say make sure you click on my name. Hi Chi. Good to see you. But, so I'm jumping through all the contest worlds. So I say there's 41 of them. So and this is number 3. So we've got a few to go. So it's most probably be in about an hour and a half this stream. Somewhere around there to go through all the worlds. Right. Yep, another good world. So it's great to come in and explore the worlds. Like I say, the list of all these worlds are in Discord. So if you're on Discord, then certainly join. But, right, so let's come out of this world and time to hit the next world. So this is Small Cafe by BH Manning. So jump into this world. We're on to the next one. Let's say this is on a live stream, so anyone following, please keep following and see what you can find. Alright. Yep. They like their drinks in this one. The door half in makes a good small door. Not going to argue with that, barman. Alright, what do we have here? Whoa, okay. Step carefully as you come out of this world. You're flying. Seagull parkour. Yes, made it. I like this. Right. Let's go. This is a different build. So, right, come down. A few cars lurking around here. What is this one called? Ah, small calf. There's a high calf. Right, there's a little building up there. Missed that one. Right, so let's have a look down. We'll work our way down. Let's see what we can see. Oh. Oh, you see? Oh, over we go. This will be a fun one. This is different. Certainly different, this one. Ah, AVH. Yep, good to see you. Come and join me. Yep. Oh geez, back behind the bar again. Hey VH, how you doing? Yep, it's a good build. I say, good thing is you used all the height in the small build, which is always good. I say, when you're doing small builds, you want to maximise the height and the space you have. This is different. See a candy one. Hello. Yep. Oh, this one looks bright. Let's have a look in here. Lots of different little bars. It's good. Good to have a variety, different changes. And I do like the barman. Right. I'm just going to waygate back up to the top. It's up there because I missed the room. I saw one up the top here. So certainly come in and feel free to kind of explore all these different worlds. So the links are all in the Discord, in the contest entries. Ice chair. Gotta have somewhere to live and a bed, of course. Pop out here, out on the balcony. A little table and chairs. Yep, it's cool. I like this one. It's a good world. Right, time for the next world. Which is see, I may have to get quicker at this because there's a lot of worlds to get through. Alright, come out of this one, drop out of this world, and we're on to Yummy Dummy. See what this world brings. On to the next world. Right, I'll say some very different builds. Yep, that's definitely a calf. In we come. Lots of space. It's always fun to light up when you're on these lower levels. I say, up. Okay. Anyone with service? Come on. Who else is here? Oh, Dreamy, hello. On for Dreamy Girl. Right. Perfect. If I can wave still when I sat down. Yay! And it stands me up. Oh well. Through the door. Out from behind the bar. Too late. I finished. I'm out of here. Upstairs. I need to drink after all this. Whoops. How can I go upstairs? There's it. Caught on the floor. I'll come back up this one instead. Right. Whoops. Failed on that one. Hello, command. I try that. Come on for a drink. Not all at once. Juice. Dear. Anyone can buy a juice? Hug. Yep. So come and join the world. Right. Oh. Lots of tables and chairs in this one. Yeah, good cafe. Right. Time for the next one. Whoops. Right. Come out of that one. On for the next world. So this is the world of caffeine by Russell. So we're into another world. So here we go. See what we can find. Say please feel free to come and join me. Say this is all live. Oh. Okay, I'm not quite sure what happened to that world. Interesting. I think I may have to check this one. I'm going to come out of this one because this is not a cafe. Okay, we escaped that one. May need to check that link for that one. So, right, World of Caffeine. We'll check the link on that one. Is that? I'm sure wasn't where I was supposed to be. So I'm not quite sure. Ah, this. Whoa, that did look like a cafe. Now, kind of outside the cafe. Interesting. Hopefully I can get back into the cafe. Where's the way gate? Go. Not sure what happened there. Ended up behind it. Right. This one has a lovely outdoor area. So plenty of tables, lots of lighting, and hopefully a way in. Hey! Hi Will, how you doing? Our barman is already in. I shall leave him to it. Right, BH, I'd like a drink, please. Can I have a drink? Yep, I need a juice. Me? Hi Russia. In there, secure. Everyone's in for the drinks. So what do we have? So lovely outdoors. Good use of tables and chairs. What do we have upstairs? Ooh, colourful wall. Hopefully reading books, something to keep you entertained. Sit and chat. Enjoy the views from up here. Settle down quite nicely. Plenty of friends to visit. Right. What else do we have? Anything else around here? Moving for that way, go that way. Up the step and back out. Into the garden. Yeah. Like the leaf roof. Adds a lovely colour to it. Good bit of sunshine. Excellent. Yep, another great world. Right. So let's come out of that one. Drop out that way. And into this one. Into the next world. Yeah, we level up. Right. Right. Ah. Aha. We have some floating lights. So, hopefully you can keep up with me, people. I should be jumping through world to world, so there's plenty to see. Like Central Roadway. That's nice. Ah, lots of different cafes here. That's cool. Oh, nice little terrace up here. So all the new kind of kilns and everything else are a great addition to the game. I say really helps kind of add detail to the builds. So what have we got here? So right. The traditional canopy, a couple of seats outside on the pavement. All the classic elements of a good cafe. Plenty of juice. And a small little bar. Yep. And me on PH. So this is Captain Pro, was the creator of this one. Cafe Restro. We'll look over this side. Ah, another little bar bit. Lots of little cafes. And a lovely little terrace again. Here to sit down, enjoy the night sky, take in the view. Akashia. What else have we got up here? This one, didn't we? Yep. Did this bit. Ah. And a nice bench. just enjoy the view. Ah. Right, we'll have to check that one out and have a look at that world, see what's going on there. But hi Rusha. Yep. Right. Alright, on to the next world. Let's see what we got. There'll be a flying tour, all the worlds, rather that one, and into the next world. Get that one up and see how we're doing. How we're doing down our list. It's going to be a long stream, I think. A bit of fun though. As you say, you get very different build styles. It's a small cafe world, this one. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's entering the contest. Taking part that counts. And this is the best way to learn, is to just keep entering. Have a look at other builds, learn from other builds, how things are done. You know, everyone has a different way, different technique. A little room, oh, hello. Hello. Oh, a little washroom, excellent. Little bits tucked around the back. Yep. Sit down, still serve a drink. It's still a little cafe. Oops, better come out. Shut the door behind me. Ah, it's a lovely little outside area. You just sit down, enjoy. And a little coffee cup up on the top. Important thing with these is to be with friends, have fun, enjoy building. And I say the best way to learn is to keep building. In one side, out the other side. In one side, ah, get to drive it now. And back out the other side. So who was this one? This was Red Stick Gamer. Yep, Cafe Town. It's great. So right, 13 people into here. So right, on to the next world. So off that one and into the next world. Just check that. This is Red Stick Figure now. So it's Cafe Town loading up, and did I just miss this one? I'm sure I've just been here. We'll try that again. I must have moved it. Right, the calf. Raccoon. Hopefully I've got it all right. So we shall see. Into the next world. Whoa. Oh yes, I've been here before. I need to go to the way gate. Let's start at the top. This is a world full of differences. Very bright. Well lit. Lovely garden. No escape from this one. So, lovely to see the baby bushes used too. Adds a bit of colour to it. Right. Nice addition to add the flowers to each table. So, we could do with vases or something like that for it, but haven't found an easy way to use those. Cash registers, all important in a cafe. Lovely little flower boxes up on the roof, excellent. Now somewhere back here, I believe, we go to the secret area. Woohoo! Now this is the crazy area. So I've seen this world before. Fun thing here is you can play table parkour. And if you're as bad as me, you fall off very quickly. Because I hit the bookshelf just above there. Stacks of tables. Yeah. We'll get over to the counter. Now that's one big fridge. Multi-level fridge. Try not to hit my head on the lighting. That's one big door. Whoa! Coming on ground level. Whoa! Through the door. I like the flooring pattern actually. Very different. A slight curve. Almost looks like it's got a slight curve to it as you move across it, but it's actually straight. Bit of an optical illusion. That's a lot of tables and a lot of things. Now I seem to remember if we wiggle my way through here, somewhere over here, up to the next level. Up we go. More tables and chairs. So yep, definitely get a lot of people in this cafe. But it's clever, like I say, clever use of the space underground to build it all up. So I say you use the maximum amount of space. That's the thing with the 50-50. By the 50-bit small builds, I say using the space is important to use every little bit you can. So yep, that's a good one. So yep, definitely used all the space in this one. So right, on to the next world. Down with it. Whoopsie, get the one out the way. Right, Agent Sabine. Let's have a look through this world, see what we have here. I say these will slowly be posted up in the Facebook, each one of these. Whoa. Now that's a big build. A 50 by 50? That's going tall. These are very neatly laid out, lovely little tables. Need some fish. Love the height, a lot of height in this build, used all the height possible, which is really good. It's made it lovely and bright. Let's have a look in the back here. What do we have? Right, a lovely big bar. Oh, oh, and even gone down. More space down below. So, yep. Well, a lot of space used in here. A consistency in format. There's all the use of space. Come back up the middle. Hey. Below the stairs. So quite a nice use of the rods for the stairs too. And of course, a lovely big water feature in there. Adds a really nice touch to it. Ah, and challenge. Upper floor. Now that would be fun for the waiter. How to get your goods up, your food up to this level. I love the use of the space. So even though it's a small build, this one feels like it's a massive build. And missed. A lot of the tricks of building is actually getting proportioning right, so you actually use space well, actually maximise the space you have. Let's say this one makes it look a really big build by just utilising the space fully. And so having the bit down below too, is every bit is used. So yeah, that's a really good build. I like that one. It's a nice choice of. Looking confused, BH. Where you count the blocks and think, yep, that's a 50 by 50. And it's utilising every little bit of space. So right, on to the next one. Where are we? Nature Caf by Blaze Pro. Let's have a look at this one. Right. Yep, I say anyone following me? Nope, I'll have to have a look at that. We all double check the names. So we'll double check the list as we go through anyway, so let's have a look. So Nature Cat, Blaze Pro area. So make sure you click on my names, people, just so you can follow me easier then through the nice little outside area to sit in. That's great. Clever. Real water on the path. What else do we have here? Let's check this. Yeah, I like the way they use ingots to kind of highlight the accent on the cafe. That's very clever. Give it a bit more depth. Yep. Alright, let's just get through that. Yep. Hey, thanks for the like. Yeah, thanks, GM. Right, come up here. Who else we got up here? The VH. Help you following me. You can see the build styles are very different with people. It's great to see. I'd say little differences, especially on small builds. I'd say it's quite a challenge to find different ways to build, different styles to build in. But as everyone's done a really good job with different styles, different ways to create something different. So in the back. I like that. Dustbins, very effective. Sneak around the back of the building. What's up the back here? There's a ladder. Up we go. Whoops. Up we go. Get to the top. That's what I wanted to. So it's all a little bit sometimes you find in these worlds. Yeah, I do like the way the accent's done on that. That's clever. No, it looks good. I like it. Oh. Can I make it? Nope. Kind of fly. So close. So close. Right. On to the next world. See what I can find. Right. So we'll check the names as we go through just to make sure they're correct. Marcel and Mr. Duck. This one should be. So hopefully we shall find out when we get in there. So we'll check them all. So welcome to everyone that's following me on the stream. So you get to see all this. So I'll post this back up onto the channel. Right, I'll just check the name. Yep, it's Marcel Maria. A small city of eatery. Okay, that's the name of this one. It's like a cushion seat around the edge. Very good. Yep. Just sit down. Ooh, there's a lot more up there. Yeah. The energy wells do make great kind of pillars. What we got round the back here? Anything round the back? Oop, oop. Nope. Won't allow me in. And then you get stuck. And then you get well and truly stuck. I wonder if I can. Yep. That's a good one. Back to the way gate. What's going on in chat there? Right, I'll find my way up the top there. I like the tree. Well, we seem to be able to get up the top there. So, If in doubt, follow the big arrow on the wall. Is that an ice cream truck? Or a hot dog truck? That looks like a hot dog van. Ah. Very cool. Hey. I wish I. Cool bike. And got to sit down for the hot dogs. Yeah, good build. I say, love the variety in this. Just sit down, enjoy your food, enjoy a drink. Right, I think I've done everything on this one. Ah, interesting. Another good version of street lighting. Very cleverly done. Alright, on to the next one. Right, Axe. Time to visit this world. So move from world to world. I'd say if you follow me on Facebook, yep. So please follow me. I'd say if you want to follow my Facebook group, 80 Grey Gaming, and that will get you into my group. Ooh, right. Okay. Right. I mean, I'll join the frog. Well, this one's different. So this is a Hillside Cafe. Well, this is a very good one. Ooh. Very clever. Made the walls look like sky. Trying to go up. So you see some great builds here. Really clever ideas and different ways of building. That's a clever way for a lamp. The bridge to nowhere. Boom. Very cleverly done. It's just a bit dug out from it to actually use the depth, get the maximum height in the world. Oh, even have a hot air balloon up there. What's up? Follow the ladders. Viewing platform? Yep. Go check that out. That's really effective. Really effective. Go. Yep. Oh. That's it. These seagulls seem to get around everywhere. Yep. It's quite interesting using the different styles, different techniques. It's a mixture of kind of wood and everything else. Oh, missed it. Yep. I jumped in, jump. There you go, there's that ladder. Up, next level. Yep, no, I like this one. It's a really good mixture. Yep, you will always find blueprints being used here, there and everywhere. It's okay when it's kind of once or twice, the odd little blueprint used, but it's when it gets spammed, it's no good. So ideally it should all be your own work. You read the rules of the competitions. Yep, I do like this. I like the frog. Yep, a good build. Something different. Hillside Cafe, captured very well. Very clever use of walls to give it a background. Alright, let's come off this one. Out of this world. And into the next one. By Soul Eater, Japanese Cafe. Let's see what we've got in this one. Hi Ashana, you can see my chat. Hope you're enjoying this stream. I'd say it's just a good look around the worlds. So we had 41 entries into the contest, so it's worth just having a good look at all the different build styles, different ways things have been done. That's a fireworks sky. Yep. It's interesting seeing the different kind of styles of build. Say some of the Japanese features and things like this. It's the classic tea rooms. Oops, caught on something. What am I caught on? Oh. Oop, that's it. Through the gap. Back out the door again. Nope. It's hiding down here. Ah, a cart. Ah, fences. Right, okay. Actually, round that way. Nearly missed those stairs. Oh. Clever use of the ingots. Gives a different floor texture. It's quite good. So this is the sort of thing, it's worth having a look at everyone's builds just to see all the different styles, different ways things are used. So it's good inspiration for when you're doing your own builds. Have a look at the different styles, look at how they've used materials, like the woods, you know, some of the texturing on the ground. And you can get a different kind of feel. So you can learn a lot from other people's builds, the way they just build it, the way it looks. Yeah. I say save the lights for the height in this one. Right, on to the next one. Come off Soul Eater. Dark YT in Glossy. Cafe of Peace. Let's go and have a look at that one. Hi many here. Please for liking the stream. Thank you for people that are following me. I'd say if you follow me, 80 Grey Gaming, I'd say you get access to my group. Right. Oh, into another world. Oh, hello. Looks like I'm standing on a set of train tracks. What's this one? Cafe of Peace. Legend fund it. So right. Again, this one's used the maximum height. So let's come over here. So I got a suspended train track. Again, as I say, dug it right the way down. Now let me guess, that coffee cup could be a cafe? Oh, missed it. Ah. So it's another cafe. So I'm sure the giant coffee cup is a cafe. Ooh. It's a small cafe. One cup cafe. Oh. What's in this one? This. Whoa. Now that's a lot of light. That's what you call lighting the floor up. Right, what do we got? What do we got? What's in this one? Oh, yep, it's nice use of the wood for the floor. Again, I say it's a variation in style on each little building here. Is lovely. Let's see. Oh. That's a quiet floor. What's up here? All quiet floors. So, part of the art of building is actual timing of the builds, getting stuff done in time. I say can be quite tricky at times, especially on the big builds. I say it can take a little while to get everything finished, and it's yes, spent many an hour. That's right. Oh, certainly colourful. Again, I say very clever use of the height in this one. Get maximum height. Yep, where are we? The next one. Kenneth, was not you. Look at this world. Right. So who have we got in this one? Right. Everyone following me around. And here they were coming in a minute. Oh, lovely big waterfall. Right, yep, tables. Spare tables. Need chairs. So these are nice big tables. Lots of people. This is a party cafe, this one. And I say the challenge is when you've got a big area like this is lighting it to actually get good lighting. I say some of the tricks is to actually use under table lighting. So we've got big tables like this, you can actually put the lighting underneath the table, or through I say if you've got boxes and things, you can actually use lighting kind of hidden in the floors, so it shines up. That way it lights the floors up, because it is hard to get rid of dark areas like this in the ceilings. There are tricks, but like I say, it's trying to get rid of those bits can make it be quite difficult in the build. So the bigger area you build, like I say, the more problem you have actually lighting it, or to get even lighting across it, shall I say. Thing is, also when you're doing builds when it's night time, again it's a lot harder. Daytime you can use natural lighting to help your build. Alright. So, world number 18. We are going through them. How am I doing? I need to speed up. This is going to be fun. Right, come on. Oh. Yeah, well, not loads. Come on. Right, here we go. On to the next world. I'd say it's a long list of worlds, this one. We'll gradually work our way through them. Whoa. Southwest Restaurant. Lancashire. Yep. So right. Again, fountains seem popular. Yeah, it's interesting what people see as. That's cleverly done. Nicely done with the A, just so you get the full message. Right. Ooh, excuse me. Right. Normal table and chairs. What have we got back here? See, I like people that are nice to the barman, so you can sit down. You can actually have a rest. What would you like? Shadow Ninja. Okay. Anyone else? Come and join the bar. Yay. Again, you can see the darkness in the ceiling. Like I say, there are some tricks to get rid of that. We'll come on to some of those in a bit. But it is hard. Oops, have I missed anything on this one? Don't think so. So this is the thing. So with the builds, you need to utilise height, because it is quite easy. You know, it's all in the small builds. It's all valuable space to build in. Right, on to the next one. Right, Simple Cafe by DC Non. Yep. Thank you, Manu, for following. So and liking the stream. I say it's. I'm going to work through all the worlds that have been submitted. Right, let's have a look at this. So we've got little tables. It's interesting seeing all the different table styles. I say here's just use the lights to actually light it up, but yep, that's good. It's and a water feature. Always have a water feature. And again, clever use of tapering the ceiling just so you can get the lights, create a bit more of an effect, make it feel more spacious inside. Right. This one. Yeah. The cafe. Seems to be popular. Yes. And a giant coffee cup. Very good. Right, where do we get? Yep, that's quite nice. It's nice to see the kind of gardens and berries and everything else added around. Oh, I better not forget here. It's in this little bit. Ah. Like a little shrine. Yep. That's a good one. And all the empty chests down the side. So yeah, that's good. Right. So right, on to the next one. Where we got? Right, first Calamitous BG and Xeno FRVR. Right. Into the next world. Just work our way through all these worlds. I say gets everyone to see the stars. Hi Ashna. Thanks for those following on my Facebook. Right. Got a lot of worlds to go still. About 20 odd worlds to go, so it's a bit of a mission through the worlds today. We'll see what we can find. See how many people we can see it. I'm sure people will be picking this up as they later on as they watch the stream back to see their worlds. Right, what do we have in this world? Right, Shadow Ninja. So we'll just work our way around this one. Oh, there we go. Roads and rails seem very popular. It's interesting. Yeah, multi-level one, this one. I like the effect, kind of making it, using side things to make it feel bigger. And say again, using the height of the world just to make that world feel bigger. Hey Shadow Ninja, nice to see you. Oh, I was going to say, it looked like a forklift, and it is a forklift. Moving all the tea and coffee about. Yep. Oh dear. Oh. Be careful there, you'll be out of the back of the building. Yeah. So a semi-broken fence kind of makes you quite clever. What have we got here? What's in this one? That's nice and cosy. Chairs back there. And a bed. Well, and shut the door as I fall. So yeah, handling it on its own. So little cars parked up. Oh, yeah, quite a mix this world. It's good though. I say something different again. Uses all the heights. Right. The bed store. Right, so come out of that one. And we go for Penguin 1, 2, 3. We'll see another world. So I say this is yeah, it's quite interesting going through each one of these worlds. I say seeing the different build styles that people have used. Subtle hint. But, so what do we got here? Not sure. This is a 50 by 50 build. I think these will be outside the area. Let's leave it up to Mitchie and that to work out. They should just pull the borders up and see if it's in there. So it's important when you're doing the builds to make sure you follow the rules for the world size, etc. So I say the 50 by 50 is a specific build size. You don't want to get your world excluded if you haven't got the right size. See over the counter. Yep. What have we got over this side? Anything over this side? Right. Yep. Oh, I get it all. What's in here? There's the table. Yep. Ooh. Hi Winter Queen. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'd say you're just going to have a running through all the worlds, having a look, see what we've got here. So you had 41 entries for this contest, which I think is possibly one of the highest number of entries we've had for a contest, which is great. It's great to see people taking part, getting involved in the contests. So submitting their worlds in. I say a whole range. The great thing is it's just to enter. I say it takes time to practice, to learn how to build and things like this. And by entering the contest, it pushes you to try different build styles, different techniques, try different things to get to, to see if you can build a winning world. Say it's the great thing is, and I say going back through the contest worlds rather than just picking up the gems, actually have a look at how they're built and things like this. Hi Jaslyn, pleased to see you. Alright, so this is another world down. On to the next. Trying to escape that. Whoops, come over this one and we go for the next world. British Cass City. So yeah, I say we just switch through the worlds. So it gives you a good tour of all the worlds, the type of builds that people do. And that world loads in. And a big exit sign right behind me. And a giant coffee cup. Overflowing coffee cup. Oops. See, this is about using all your space in a build. It's, I say, dig down, make sure you use all the stuff below ground. That's very effective actually. A little bit of sand mixed in with the wood and that, just to give it kind of a bit of extra touch to the decoration. That's very effective, very good. And of course the obligatory sign. Up onto that, around here, parkour around it. Right, to go. I haven't got any lag on this one, so it's... Hello Clarkson, good to see you in the world. follow me around. I'll be coming up to your world soon, I guess. So feel free to add me to. Now when you've got one like this, what you can do is actually hide a lamp in the floor underneath the actual table, and that way it'll provide light and light the whole area. So this is how you avoid getting dark spots within it. So if I say you just literally put a lantern in the floor underneath the table here, and I say that will light up the tables nicely. And so it's little tricks just to avoid getting the dark spots. I like people that allow the barman to sit down. It's good. Whoops, off the ladder. Thank you. What's in here? Ah. Interesting use of for the floor. Now where did that ladder go? Up there. Next floor. Highly colourful drinks machine. Very cool. So something simple though, but you can see what it is, understand what it is. And I say just clever use of the rods and the oars and the blocks to match. So it's good. So, yep, that's really good. Right, where's that ladder? Next floor. Going up. Oh, right up in the roof. Oh, daylight's coming and going quick. It's always good though. Again, just using all the space you have. I think that's part of the trick, is actually, you know, nice high ceilings makes it feel very spacious, very open. It's just, yeah, clever use of all the space you've got. And yep, that's really good. It shows up nicely at night too. So yep, they're very good. Right, on to the next world. See what we got in the next world. Aha, Klassen. Into his world. What are you doing? Right. Oh. I say the link for all these worlds will be in Discord, on the Worlds FRVR group in Discord. So if you can join that, and I say they have all the links to all the contest submitted world. Just a nice little use of street lighting. Got the road in front, got the pavement, and then you've got a lovely multi-story cafe, which is great. And come around this side. Yep. We should head in. Nice careful use of lighting. Ceilings are enough, it provides enough lighting to the floor. Shows up really well. So nice easy layout, which is good. Just a little bit of decoration though, just helps add a little something to the build. I presume this must be the boss's office back here. Actually washroom. Or is it? Or kitchen? Somewhere in between. I say kitchen. You've got the oven in here and place to prepare food, tables. What else have we got in this one? Standard plant. Up and stairs. Where's the stairs? Up there. Here we go. Up to the next floor. Ah, I've seen that done before. Okay. It's the bottom of a campfire, which actually campfires provide quite good light. So that's quite a clever way of lighting actually. Something slightly different, seeing it from the underneath. Very good. And the use of bars just to separate the areas. Just sit down and take it easy for 5 minutes. Ah. Oh, there we go. Yep. You are now on stream, person. Yeah, I like the way the roof's done. It's clever. The general shelves, the little items on it. This all adds to the build. It's really nice. And then of course you've got this lovely balcony out here. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's yeah, that's really good. I like it. very kind of nice and light, kind of shows up, especially good for a nighttime build. So yep, that's a good build. I really like that one. Just little bits, and a bit of drainage and everything else, stop the water. Yep, cool build. Come off that. Yep, oops. Get the right one, right way round. So Classon's World, so right into Maffey's. No. So yep, I'm gradually working through. I say, hopefully, this is going to be about a 2-hour stream now. Get myself through all the different worlds. But no, it's great. I say it's good to visit all the different worlds. Aha. Yep. No, it took Maffey a little while to dig this out. Digging down in here. So you typically, to actually clear out fully, if you get the right tools, you can do it in about half an hour to an hour. But it's just a bit of a slog. So a nice simple little bar area. So this sort of thing, you can do lovely little simple areas like this. Interesting choice of lighting. So he's used ore for the holders and then the basic lamps. That's good. And a nice simple little bar. What's up here? Up into the roof space. Whoops. Ah, somebody nicked the toilet before me. Come on, Shadow Ninja. First time I've seen a toilet behind the bar. Must be for the barman. The guests don't get to go to the toilet, just the barman. Ah, yeah, tricky one. Right, that's better. Try not to grab the ladder. Right, into the next one. Again, what's nice is the different layouts, different techniques for the individual little cafes. You know, little kind of high stool to sit at the bar. Yep. Little table, and I presume this is another little washroom. Yep, there we go. A good consistency between the different ones. Alright, we'll see what's in here. Yep. Again, plants. Using grass block for planting. So it just adds that extra little bit to the build. So I've done them all now. 1, 2, 3. And the final one. But simple little things. A little bit of colour behind the things. Behind the drinks, just to kind of add to the actual bar there. It's very clever. Yep, it's kind of squeezed in nicely. So maybe a small build, but very effective. So it's yeah, it's good. I say these builds. It's nice to see all the different types of builds and everything else in here. So I'm saying just a simple little bit of landscaping around. Again, just about using the space you have for a 50 by 50 build. Alright, on to the next one. See how far we are down the list. What are we up to? That's 24. So right, here we go. So the next one's Kafta Hotel by Pickaxe, President Surge and Super Gold. So hopefully we'll get all the names right. That's my other challenge. So you should see. But no, so it's good to have people along watching. Hey, right. Ooh. I forgot I've been here before. Up in it, down to the default gateway. Right, now this is one where they've done more of a diorama build. Now some of these are really cool. Kafta Hotel, so a very effective coffee cup. So this just allows you to get more detail into the builds. So you can see clever use of the blocks. Very effective person. And lovely big tables. This is where you get to do a bit of parkour. And very clever use of the ladder just on the side to help get you up. So simple little things like that though just makes it more accessible. So this one's kind of hard parkour and I missed it. This is why I don't do parkour worlds. It's as simple as that. Right, I need to get up there. Come on, can't fail that badly. 1, 2, 3, up to here. That's better. Up we go. Walk the wall. Walk the wall. Grab and up. Grab and up. Hey. Aha. Wonder if I can do it. Oh. Okay. That was close. Take the bird's eye view. I love the speech bubble. That's a subtle little touch. So let's have a look down there. What have we got? Oh. Long jump. And down on the floor again. But very effective. I love the trousers. Going back to the hippie style. But it's great just to get a sense of scale on these things. So it's sitting down on a job. Right, I can get back in there. Yep, up and up. Yep. So these little spaces you can get in and around the backs of things. It's always clever. Good for if you get gems in your world, you can hide them away. Good places to hide, make people find them. Oh, menu board. It's interesting to see these sort of techniques. I say it's good. You go back, look at other worlds, see how things are done, and then come up with your own versions of it. So it's yeah, very good. It's a cool world. Very nicely done. Right, come off that one. Oops, come right there. Right, just done that one. Small cafe. It's in Kumazin, FRVR and Brumi. Right, into that one. Yeah, pull that. Large scale that. Up we go. Yep, there we go. So yep, hopefully more people are watching. So we're just going through all the worlds that were submitted for the cafe contest. So I am literally jumping world to world. If you get a chance to follow me, just click on my name and you can follow me to each individual world. So what do we got here? Nope. Keen, thank you for your like. Alright. Let's see what's in this world. Ooh, nice and bright, colourful. See the tables and chairs. Plenty of places to sit and eat. And of course, I can sit behind the bar. Right, place your orders. Come on, next up. Who have we got? In they come. Must be happy hour. They're all coming in. That's one room. Again, I say the ceiling's low. That way you can get good lighting into it. Then you just got small little bits. Obviously, that's one of the workers' bedrooms, tucked to the side. Hi, Shadow Ninja. I wave to you again. Right. Hey, Yanksy's in. Hey, good to see you, Yanksy. I think yours is last on the list today. And again, another little bedroom, tucked away in there. Right. On to another build. So just gradually work our way through them all. Have a look at all the different entries. I see. Right, Coffee Express. So this is whoops. No, okay. Lynch MKZ and Emperor. Get into this world. Have a look at this world. Let's see what we have. I say there's a lot of different build styles. I say you see a whole range of different things. Oh, okay. Again, use full height available on this one. And that looks like a tree monster on the move. I should have got the descriptions. Okay, interesting. This is certainly a different world. Ah, coffee beans. Is that a coffee tree? That looks like a giant coffee tree. So, right, what have we got in these rooms? Let's start with the rooms. Ah, bottling machine. I see. Right, I'm getting the hang of this now. Right. Going down. collection. See, this is very different. So it comes from here. So it must be collecting the coffee beans into the machine here and goes up. So that comes up, goes up here. And it comes out this side. Whoops, possibly. Yep, there we go. Right. So it's obviously processing coffee. So it must be a coffee world. I see. That's a cool build though. Very cleverly done. I shall risk the tree monster. Can I get up inside it? Nah. No ladders. No ladders. Ah, there. There we go, away gate. Cargo plane. Let's have a whoop. I am now sat in the cargo plane, flying past. I can't get out. Oh well, back down to the way gate. I see. The cargo plane is just flying past. Right, so this must be the coffee shop though. Yep. This is the coffee shop. Plenty of places to sit, chill, relax, have coffee. Yep, the watering systems make good dispensers. Like coffee grinding machines. Oh, up on that one. Another floor, more tables, more chairs. You'll get a lovely view of the coffee monster outside. Yep, same on that floor. And then sky view. These are coffee beds. Now that's a good idea. Oh, something tells me that's the TV. Don't want to look at the coffee monster. Just watch TV instead. Or is that the coffee monster's TV? This is cool. I say very different. And down the ladder. So he's finding something different in the builds. So that's obviously the penthouse floor at the top. Ah, big lorries. I miss those. Must be parked up somewhere. Okay, managed to miss those. I can see him, but I can't get. Oh, right, I see. I wonder if a cargo plane's dropping him to him. Very good. Yep, I say that is a very different one. Need to read up on the description of that one. It's very cleverly done. Right, on to the next world. Right, is it Taciturn Hornet. Hornet's Cafe. Now, this should be an interesting one. These some very different builds. They've made some very good builds in the time. So right, here we go. Loading in. Oh, nope, not that one. Wrong world. Come on. Did I get the right world? I thought I did. Oh, I got that world. Yep, Hornet's Cafe. Should be the right one. Oh, yes. Big house build. So, when you look at that, it's all done within the 50 by 50, which is, yep. Very clever build style. Simple sign. Nice clear bar. Lovely little seating area. Clever use of lighting. Just to these are the sort of little touches, little details that are always very good. What have we got in this one? Just a little bit of greenery, plants, just something to add to the build a little bit. Just back outside, little garden areas. That looks like a fire escape. What's around here? What's down here? Ah! He's a little monster. He's got a little monster locked up in his basement. A green slime monster. Interesting. It's the clever little things. It's just like pipe work and bits like this, just to make it look. That's very different. I say just the use of blocks to make it look like piping and things like this around the. Yep, keeping his monster well hidden down in the basement. What's up here? Up the next floor. So just a simple little unit. I'd say it's, plenty of tables and chairs. Again, just plant, trees, just to give it that real nice feeling. You know, somewhere comfortable to be, cosy, and just snuggle in. Quiet little desk in the corner. That'd be my one. There we go. Up. Whoa. Oh yeah, that's the fire escape. Okay. Up into the okay, can't really go far on that one. Just wondering how you get to the top floor though. There must be something there. There is, but how do you get here? That's a puzzle one. That's the mystery floor. I did not see a way up there, unless I missed it. Hidden a seat somewhere? Got a magic chair? I don't know if these work the same way. Right. Nope, can't jump it. Nope, can't seem to jump up. That one only goes so far. Nope. Is he hidden somewhere sneaky just so you can't get to the ceiling? Ah, that's the way to do it. I found it. Hey. The problem is, there is no way out. Devious. Devious, wasn't it? Nope, no need chairs. Oh well, way gate back out. Excellent build. I like it. Looks like one, so you got a little secret, little place tucked away. Normally try to hide something in mine, but that's cool. I like it. And fire escape, something simple and easy. Right, on to the next world we go. Out of that one. Right, Cave Bond Calf by Cave Bond. Right. Is that the right one? Yep, Cave Bond Calf. Let's pull that one up. So yeah, we're working through. And I say there's 41 of these. Oops. Did I miss a calf? I'm sure I haven't missed a calf. We're working down carefully. So I will double check that, JM. I'll have a look in a moment. I'm just working through every calf in order. So it's a well-stocked bar. Can't sit. Little lights on the table. Little bridge. So even some of the simple builds. Even fun and games. Up and over. Ah. I spot more down here. See? Right. Ah, good stock. Very clever. Let's add a little bit more to it. See where they store all their stuff. Very good. See, sometimes you've got to look around these worlds carefully because it's quite easy to miss little bits and pieces. But, yep, little plant area, a bit of water. Okay, what's in that one? Chair down. Ah, secret places. Secret little mine. I see. Sneak our way into the cafe. Everyone on top of everyone else. Hidden underneath a chair. See, this is what makes it interesting when you explore these worlds. Sometimes you can miss these little bits. But they're very good. I like that one. Very good. Excellent. It's a little world full of surprises. Very good. Very good. Right. On to the next world. Decaf is further down my list. So we'll be there. Ah, Slay CC. Get onto a cat cafe. Sounds an interesting one. So let's see what we got. Yep. JM will be to Decaf. That is on my list. Right, actually I need to go to away gates. Oh, another diorama one. That looks like a giant cat. I see cats. I see lots of cats. All cats. I do love Slay CC's cats. They are brilliant. They got a character to them. Ah. Sushi being served. Very clever. That's how you make sushi. Yep. Ah. The master. He must be the cat master. Love the little cat face in part of the decoration. That's very subtle, very clever. Little cat faces all the way around. Definitely a cat cafe. So these builds are quite, whilst they look easy, these actually take a lot of work to actually get the scaling and everything else right. Can I join that cat please? Sleepy cat. You can see the character within this is brilliant. Even the cat poster, and there's another cat up there. So lots to explore in these sort of worlds. So just a bit of life to the world, the build. And I have a strange feeling I'm now standing on a cat tower. The cat scratch posts. Very cleverly done. Can I get up there? Nope, can't get up there. There must be a way up that one. Nope. Okay. I know my parkour skills are bad, but I should be able to get up that one. I think this is definitely going to be a parkour special one. But yeah, that cat face is very clever. It's the little details like this that are brilliant in the world. Now this is a very clever trick. Giant doors, but they're glass, but all you needed was a little bit of glass in the corner, just so it's got a little bit of reflection so your mind thinks it's actually a glass door. That is really clever. Lovely little design touch. And a cat mat, of course. Yeah, I really like this. This is really cleverly done. Say simple, but you know, this is how you do a really good kind of diorama. I say it's the subtle little details. I say glass doors, well, glass, but doors. Very clever build.
It is not just one mistake that made you think about
Right, we're on to Casey the Ice Nonsense. Okay. And Cafe Escape. So, yep, if you're still with me, I say keep watching. Yep. So we're gradually working our way through. Right, oops. Get that back up. Here we go. Right, into another world. Waygate hiding there. What we got? Waygates hiding in the air? Nope, just a little area. I think this is... Right, no way out on that way. Okay, I see. There's a little chair one in there, so... Ah. Somebody's made this a puzzle one. Very clever. I see. This is a puzzle, bit of a puzzle world. Hang on. Ah, don't want to go there. You exited me. I'm gonna have to go back to that world now. Ah, be careful. You never know which world you're going to end up in. Right, let's get back to that world. Full of tricks, this world. Right. Right. Back to the waygate, back in the beginning. Let's start this again. And try not to get sent. Waygating to escape. And I'm back in the middle. How did I guess that? Escape the cafe. Ah. Right. I need to carefully. That's the ruins. And that's the ruins. So I think that's about it. Whichever way you go, you end up at the exit. Okay, right. So I did do it. Right. Out of that one. Hey, Shadow Ninja, I can see you. Right. Oh dear. I don't know what this world is. I think I'll skip this world. Don't know who made this world. So if anyone follows me, you should have seen me post this world. Oh. Ah. Welcome to the cafe. Yep, this is my world. This is my entry for it. I didn't go for the full diorama. I kind of went halfway in between a small world and a big world. So I base this on a traditional French world. The traditional French cafe. So you got the tables, the chairs, the cloth hanging over the edges. Oops. Up we go. And just a typical French table. Don't forget your wine, your glasses, your mats. So it's now one thing you will notice in here is the light. Now one little trick here is that all around the edge I've used storage boxes. These let light through, so basically it's letting light through from the top, which takes your shadow out from the walls. So you can actually light up all your walls, which makes lighting your world a lot easier. So I'll show you upstairs on this one. You see the crates, wooden crates around. This lets light all the way through. So I say this is what allows lights all the way down to the next floor. Same with the middle here. Just allows the lights through. So you can use some of the items to actually let light through into your world. And here again, where I put this in, even though it's solid, it lets light through there, lights through there, and that goes down into the world below, so you actually light your whole world up. So there's just little tricks like this just to help light the worlds, and especially with small builds where you need to build tall. Oops, missed again. See, this is why I don't do parkour. Yeah, simple candle holders. Yeah, tricks like this, I say, just allow you to light the world. so lights what's below you, and you actually build it into the floor design, so it's part of the floor, so it kind of blends in more. And obviously what it does, it feeds through from the top, so just use it as ceiling decoration, because it's black on the underneath, you can just use it as ceiling decoration, but then you put it on the next floor and that will take it down to the level below it. So as I say, you don't need a lot of lights actually in the world to light it. And I have my little thing, my little drinks cabinet. Now the next part of my world, now this is even further down, so you've got 2 levels. Again, you just bring the light through and it really lights the walls, no artificial lights. So we are now in the kitchen. So yeah, I added a kitchen to my world. No cafe is complete without a kitchen. So, but just little things. I say use campfires to make it look like a hob. Got my burgers cooking on my grill. My deep fat fryers. So I can cook my chips. Then I have all the place ready for the waiters to take it up. My big coffee machine. And of course, when you've done finished cooking, you need to be able to wash it all up. Volunteer not to be the washing up, but I'd say you can use things like silver for draining boards. Now you'll see, to light some of here, what I have underneath, you just see the corners. I have the lights underneath the little tool heads, so it just lights up this whole area. And again, I've got way gates hiding in the back with lights on it. Hi Communications, good to see you. I shall be to your world shortly. So yeah, this way you can light things up. And I say you just put lights in underneath and it lights up the whole area generally. So you can see it a little bit more obviously here, but I say this is ways you can actually light your world up, especially I say when you're doing this sort of build. Again, these are way gates with lights above them, so it gives a lot of light, just brightens up the whole ceiling, just makes your world look generally a lot brighter, especially when you're doing these sort of builds. I say actually built into the door, built a door in the door, so it makes it look like a vent. Obviously you can get around in the storage rooms. So this is the sort of thing, it's little tricks like this you can actually build up. And I say use ladders to get in on different levels. He says, get in there. Little places to explore. So that's my world anyway. So, quick flying visit. I say feel free to come and visit. For those that are following me, the links are within my group or on the Discord posted up. So different ways of building. I say everyone has their own kind of style. And I say I didn't want to go to full diorama with this one. I wanted something kind of in between with a bit more detail. So, right, on to the next world. Oops, come out of that world. Right, Decaf Communications. We go on to his one next. Right, so we're nearly there. We're getting through, working right through the worlds. So you get to see all the different build styles. So I've got some great worlds to come up yet. So hey, hey Communicating, this is your world. A lovely great big coffee cup, got to be done. So it's just a little detail, shelves, using the new ladders for shelving, and that works really well. So just adding in the items, everything lined up. Drinks. Interesting bit of artwork. Drinks, simple thing, something like that for drinks. So you've just got the bottles, got the things. Out we come. Oh, shut the door. Decaf, very clever. Simple thing with a name, still a coffee shop. Got a little viewing platform. And the obligatory garden, it's always good. A more seating area, a little outside. I think this is more the bar than the cafe now. I think I'll stay in this place. We stay in the bar. Right. So that's the first one. Let's have a quick look up these. Where everyone lives. Up the ladder. One floor, 2 floors. Catch the beds up to the top. It's good to have a kind of high view too of the world. Like I say, putting a platform in or something like this to look down on the world could be a very good idea. And there's the full name. We get a picture. Look at that in a second. Whey, come over this tower. Go back down this side. And down we go. Down. Remember to step off it before I go down. Come on, down. Ooh, this is a tricky one. Okay. Easy coming up, difficult going down. Always worth checking out when you do build. Sometimes the little things like that can catch you out. Parkour street lamps, yay! I wonder. Nah, missed it. Right, let's check the viewing area up the top. That's good. It's a good build. Ah, area over there. I missed the space in this roof. So how do I get up there? What's the trick to getting up there? Yeah, on. There's a space up the top. How do I get up to it? Yep. How do you get up to it? Where's it? Where's it? Aha. There we go. Found it. Second floor. Excellent. Ah. Very nice. Nicely done. Again, good use of the colour blocks for the drinks, presses for the juices. The thing is, you can see what it is. You know what it means, what it's for. This is the important part of the build, is that you've got your tills. Yep. Have a drink, please. So, no, it's really good. Good lighting, different techniques. I say, plants on top. Now, the reason here is because you've got the plants indoors, you've got no natural light, so it takes a lot longer for them to grow. So this is why they haven't sprouted. Now what you need to really do to get these to grow is actually just knock a hole in the ceiling above them and put in something like a chair or something like that to let some light through. Ah, it's glass and Ah. Everyone pile in. Right, excellent. Very good well communication. Right, on to the next one. We shall pop out of this wood and run through. How many more? Wyvern's Cafe. So let's go for that one. Right, by Wyvern DNS. So yeah, it's good. Great to see all these different worlds. Whoops, come on, full screen it. Let's go. Have a look. Love seeing all the different worlds. Cafe, excellent. Always like a big happy face. I say it doesn't matter whether you're starting out in the world, just building, actually learning to build, practicing your builds is so important. And I say it takes time to get the hang of it. Oh, excuse me. I think that may have been the toilet. That's the bar. I'll get back this side. It's just simple little things, just learning, you know, how chairs work. Nice little bar, a bit of lighting, just a bit of wall decoration. I say it takes time. I say this is, and I like to see different things because people come up with different ideas, and it's great. Sometimes even a simple little thing can actually be a really good idea in a build, be highly effective. So this one, oops, nope, hang on. Ah, swimming pool. Someone's having fun with water. And back up and out. I'm sure just been in that way. Yep, in round that way. And a few tables and chairs outside. So, lovely simple little build, but effective. Does it, you know, exactly what it's supposed to be. Here's the cafe. You can see it. It's clear. It's great. Right, oops. Must remember to get to the menu before I try to come out. Right, Master Uni, steaming mugs. Now on to the next world. Let's have a look, see how we're doing. So with that being through, I say please add comments in there. Right. Oh, I think I need to go to the way gate on this one because yep. So I've been in some of these earlier, so we just had a look. Ooh. Now I know why it's Steaming Cafe, because we have a steam train in this one. Right, we've had subway, we had steam train. Wow. Again, now this is clever because you've bordered the edge of the world, so it makes it look a lot bigger. You see more of the steam train. That looks awesome. Right. But you can see the style. I love the style here. The clever use of the wood. What have we got up here? Yep. Right. Let's see if I can get up any further. You may have to climb the steam train. Whoops. I said climb the steam train. Bars are knocking me off. There. Up the top viewing area. Now that's nice. Just puts you up on the balcony just above. That's a long steam train. Very cleverly done though. Nicely built. I'll say this is just the edgings all around. Chinese lanterns. Very good. And the coal cart. I'm in on engine room. Yep. That's cool. That's a good build. I like that. Yeah, I do like my steam trains. But here, just effective decoration on the side. You've got sloping roofs, the plants, just to give it a real feel. Hello, Shadow Ninja. I still see you. And like I say, it just adds a character right away around the edge. And I say with the floating lanterns and that smoke from the chimney, just gives it a real depth of build. Really nice to see. Yep, and obviously we're into the cafe. Now that looks a fancy coffee machine. I like that. Clever. Very simple. Works really well though. Simple light lights it up nicely. But yep. And you've got a simple extractor hood over a cooker to toast your food, and a very simple counter. But again, keeps within the style of the build, which is really nice. And great table and chairs work really effectively. Oops, sit back down. Have a food. Perfect for a little conversation with people. And again, just a little bit of floor decoration, just adds it all together. Yep, I like it. It's really built on a small scale, but it's absolutely superb. You know, it's a really good way of building. So just simple techniques. Just that bit of light just really catches the ingots as the side dressing for this. Just adds a little bit of colour to it. So that one's up there. Anything hiding down the side alleys? Nope. I can imagine this would be a place in which you would hide a gem if it was a gem world. There's something tucked out of the way. Ooh. Now this looks like the food counter. Yep. Very simple, very easily done, but very effective. Just imagine sitting down, having your food, having a drink, watching the world go by. Right, who can I serve? What do you want, guys? Again, simple little thing you can see. Sink, cooker. Up. Stop falling off ladders. Again, second floor. Yep. Back out onto the balcony. Yeah, it's a very nice build. But yep, so that's no problem. So right. Yeah, no, I like it. That's a really clever build. It's good. So very different again, as you can see, these are very different build styles. So right. off to the next world we go. Right, specifier, next one, ooh, caffeine. Only a few more worlds to go, but yep, we're rattling through the time. Right, another nice little cafe. Very simple, very easy. 2 stairs up. Who's this one? This, yep, specifier roof. Out onto the little terrace, little balcony, have a look around. Road down through the middle. Again, clever use of the height, make sure dug down, and then build up. Come out of that one. Is that a giant coffee cup? That is a giant cup. This is definitely the cafe district. Yep. Again, used a backing wall just to give it a real height, to give it some depth. And we've got another coffee cup up there. So this is the sort of thing you can actually use height to really kind of make your builds look bigger when you're doing these sort of builds. So just a nice little outside area covered with a canopy. Yep, I'm just working on what drink would you like. Da-da-dum. So you just imagine yourself in these little places. And a standard door through. So up here. Up, up, up. So yep, that's back onto the balcony there. So that's that one. Done that one. Next door I want. Don't get to next door. Yeah, get distracted. Let's see if I can get up to that coffee cup. Nope, can't get around the back. In on this one. Here we go. Aha. Up we go. So yep, just another little level. A little escape. So it's just little things like this. So really good little builds. Spot the juices. Very nice. A little juice bar, this one. We have over this side. Right. Just a very small little bar. What would you like, communications? There we go. Nope. Just the entrance to the world. But yeah, again, like I say, I like the way that's been built up. Is there a way up there? That's the question. Nope. Oh, should have popped a ladder up on the wall. Sounds like a bit of a parkour special, that one. Up on there, up on there. Nope, very good. Very good. Right, yeah, up on that one. Where do we got left to go? How many more we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shining Dragon, linear. So, an interesting one. Got a few more to go. Yep, thanks Jonas for the comment. Whoa. What do we have in here? Right. Should come in on the way gate, really. Whoa. Now that's a chandelier. Now this is the architecture in here is really clever. Very good use of the wood. Oh. We have fly enabled. We have to get that one nobbled. Somebody forgot to switch off fly. Yep. So yeah, I'm just going through all the entries into the contest. It would be nice for everyone to see all the different worlds that have entered. So No, Dragon will most probably do the run at the end. But again, just the architecture in this is very clever. Just the way the use of the fences and the woods to give it a real beautiful build. I say it's interesting. From the outside it looks slightly different, but from the inside it is quite stunning. So I really do love that chandelier. Very cleverly done. Again, the height, windows at the top let natural light through, so you get really good lighting. And again, the floor patterning, tiling. So here you can actually put lights underneath if you needed to, so just to light the whole build makes it a bit easier. So fire in the place in there, bit of coal ready for it, and again a little bit of greenery around the sides. Lovely big tables too, so you're not just small tables, you've actually got kind of group tables you can have. And just simple little things, little touches, like a little corner table as you come up the stairs. That's really nice. And a giant fish tank. But again, these are all classic things you see in these sort of restaurants. So you'd expect the fish tank is always normally one there. Again, the plants, just a little bit of lighting, windows just around the edges. And I say, and also there's a lovely centre view of this chandelier. I like the way the tables have just been used just to tuck in on the edges. That's very clever. So lovely bit of design work. Yeah, nice kind of staggered configuration of the seating too. Definitely a place for good conversation would be here. And clever. The watering systems just kind of blend in very nicely here. Just an extra detail in decoration. It's when you look down like that, that's see the kind of the height and the scale of the build. Saying this is only a little 50 by 50 build. So it shows you what can be done within this sort of space. You can actually fit a lot within this type of area if you use that space sensibly. No, very good build. Very, very good build. And then obviously you've got the backroom storage area behind the bar. Alright, no, excellent. That's a good build. Right, shall we go on to the next one? Right, Yug the Builder. Let's have a look at it. Oops, up to the way gate. So I think I started out. This is Corner Cafe. Yep. The Corner Cafe. On a corner. Plug that in, very nice. I think instantly you come in here, it's a scale of it. You see the height. So you're using all the space available. Simple little things, table out on the terrace. Just the little touches that are really good. Make the build look really nice. Waygate nicely embedded right at the front on the point. And one very big sign. But that would be interesting exploring this one. And again, the lighting in here has been very cleverly done. So it's bright, you walk in, it's a really bright kind of welcoming place. Ah, we have Mitchie as a barman. Yes. Seems a bit quiet though. Drinks cabinet, got a glass front with a handle, so it's quite effective, works quite well. Bit of artwork. They managed to get a really good kind of light build. Just a bit of storage room. That'll way up to the second floor. Ah, that'd be a second floor. Right. Again, lovely and bright when you come up here. I could have taken the stairs. Hey. So again, drinks machines, drinks dispensers. Nice kind of layout of the tables, all bright, light. It's a really lovely, bright, fresh feeling. More drink cabinets. It's a very nice build. I'd say it's, again, different techniques, and we're in the corner tower. Right at the top. A tiny little table. That's a table for two. So, yep, very good build. So it's shortcut the stairs. Health and safety may ban those stairs. But no. This is the first floor. I missed it. Come back down to the first floor. Right, that'll be in ground floor. And we have a karaoke singer. Awesome. Have live entertainment even. But this is where it's nice. You get that kind of subtlety of the lovely big round table. So this is definitely the entertainment floor. Yep, very clever. Nicely done. So again, you look at 3 floors in a 50 by 50 build. You know, this is a really good way use of space, use of size. So just by digging down a bit. So yeah, maximise your build. Right. 8 River Cafe by Ice Spikes. This should be an interesting one. Right, actually just make sure I go to the beginning. Oh, right. Okay. I'm high up for some reason. Is that? Okay. So it tells me I'm on the top here. I think I should be down there. Whee! Hang on, coming down. I think that looks like a giant ape. Yep. Again, dug down into the ground. Wow, this is different. Yep, that looks like a giant ape going there. So, let me open the boat. Did not expect to find a boat in a cafe. That looks like an octopus or something crawling around. Pretty cool. Right. That's the way gate in over there, so it's close. This is definitely different. I'll give him that. This is a different build. But this is the sort of thing, you know, it's like you're pouring something. Nice little bars, seating areas, it's lovely. Cut your credit card up here, please. So, yep. Alright. So, yep. Yeah, very clever. Lovely little bit of design. Again, maximising the space, using dirt for walls. It works really well. Lots of seating area. One dodgy bridge. We actually get higher and higher. We're actually working our way through. Yep, I think that, yeah, just working my way around all the different worlds. What do we have up here? Oh. This one just goes up and up and up. Sleeping area. Plenty of places to explore in this world too, by the looks of it. It's always good. Yep, more sleeping area. Gotta have somewhere for the staff to sleep. And the bathroom. Don't forget the bathroom. Yeah, that is really cool. So you can come and visit all these and explore them all. This is way up onto the top. I am on top of an ape. Just a simple little lighting off the signs here, just to make it glow. And a bird, just taking a rest. Seagulls again. These ones not in flight. So it's good to be able to really explore these builds, have a look around them. And why are you standing on a seagull? Okay. Yep. Yep. That's really cool. And very different. Very different. So, but this is the sort of thing, you know, different builds like this. It's great to see what people will build in different styles and techniques. Right, out of that world, and we go on to Espresso House and Mini Store by SMP Captain Agent Keen Bot and SMP Captain Agent Pro Keen. Right, and we're getting there. Yeah, getting through these worlds. Aha! Welcome. Don't worry about. Nope, the way gates at the exit. Michi will put in anyway. If your world wins, he will sort those out. See, lovely little canopy outdoor bar. Yep. Thank you. Can I have a drink, please, Shadow Ninja? Yep. Yep. Yeah. Shame you can't hand bottles over. It'd be like, don't worry. You entered the contest. That's the important part. Yep. No, it's good. I'll say it. The important part is entering the contest. So you got your exit in. Yep. What's in? More seating. Yep. I say it is. As you build it all up. Roadway down the middle. One car, fast car. But even small builds like this, you know, it's great to actually see. I thought I saw a sign above there. Aha, the cafe sign. Yep. Cafe sign for night. Nope. Yeah, it's good. I say little things, even little stalls like this, just something nice and easy to make. But change the colour between the different stalls, which is good. Lit the stalls up well. So yeah, it's a good little world. Right, and on to the last world, which is Yansky. Let's see what's Cozy Cafe. This should be an interesting world. We need to reset this one because I think right, Cozy Cafe. Let's start. Oh, this looks like a diorama one again. Whoa, yep, that's definitely a Cozy Cafe. I love the writing. Oh, clever. The use of the ingots to accent on the E. Very nice. And books in a bookshelf. Simple but highly effective. Easily made. Clock on the wall. One big plant. This is the sort of thing. The dioramas like this actually take quite a bit of building, so it's something tells me chocolate cake. Oh, now that's good. That's your dessert cabinet. All the lovely cakes and everything else. One puppy dog. Very cool. And one cat. Oh, is it puppy dog or cat? Puppy dog. Definitely a dog person. Plants. The thing is, it's getting the scaling right of everything when you're doing this sort of build. And this is very well done. say you could have done the table legs straight, but no, they're beautifully kind of staggered. Lovely bit of build on the table legs there. Excuse me, doggy, I'm going up. I'm not going to make the counter though. Squeeze through the gap. Giant glass bottles with liquid in on the floor. Excellent. Yep, bottles on the floor, cutlery in the rack, cakes. Now this is a very clever use of the ladders just to be able to get around this size build. Oh wait, no, miss, down to the floor again. Right, up to the counter. Let's have a look on the counter. Oh well. Drink being served. Notes pinned to the wall. Orders pinned. Very clever. And a price board. And that looks like a coffee pot. Yep. So that's your price board. Just simple little build, so the decoration around the side is superb. Fell off the coffee pot. Here we go next. Viewing area. Let's have a look from up here. Right up on the top. When you look down here, you can see the effectiveness of that dog looks really good. Yeah, really effective. A very clever build. Yep. What's lovely here is the little details, like, you know, the bottles on the cabinets, the plants, the little bowls, the cabinet doors open. I wonder. Oh, missed it. Even getting the cabinets. Ah, chocolate powder. But this is the sort of thing you can. Builds like this are great to explore different perspectives. You can now see when I was on top of that, it's a coffee machine, the coffee pots. Really, yeah, very effective. You know, even the patterning on the top here is really clever. You've got normal wood mixed in with wooden planks. So, yep, can be very interesting. Down to one chair. Yeah, even, you know, the thickness of the tabletop here is great. Very clever build. Very clever build. So right, I believe that is all of them. It's going to be interesting to see who comes out on this one. So there's 41 entered. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens for the results of this one. Don't fancy being the judges for this one. So yep, well done to everyone that's entered. I say it's great to see all the different builds, all the different styles. I say let me know if you enjoyed me doing this. I say it's good to see the different builders and actually show off your worlds. And I say I hope to do this again at some point. I say thanks to everyone that's entered. And I say it's great to be able to go around your worlds and have a good look. And I say I shall see you all soon. And thanks to those that followed me around. So yeah, for 41 down to 5, that's going to be a challenge for people. So anyway, I shall see you all soon. Thanks ever so much for watching, guys. And that's me out now.